2023. Why Miyetti Allah Kotahod will not determine who Nigeria elects as president from the South in 2023. Hello, my wonderful people. If you're not aware, the Miyetti Allah Breeders Association has sent a serious threat to Southern governors, telling them that they will watch and see how they will work against them. A Southerner will not be elected as Nigerian's president. Well, Akeredolu is replying them, you have no say on that matter. You are like every other Nigerian who has one vote, unless there is more to it. And letting them know exactly that everybody has got one vote and they are not the determinant of who becomes Nigeria's next president. As a matter of fact, they made mention of Akeredolu saying if he comes out to be Nigeria's president, definitely they will not vote for him. And they listed all the states that have signed into law, the open grazing ban, saying that they are waiting for them. So, I mean, if you look at it, you will understand that the Miyetti Allah have seen themselves as a brilliant part of the society and feel that no, they are untouchable. This is what is happening. I thank God for Akeredolu, who has said to them, you don't have a say in the issue. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. The Fulani herdsmen activities has gone down with the efforts of the leadership of the southern governors. The Asaba declaration has crippled the killer herdsmen activities in the south. They didn't wait until the deadline of the 21st September given by the South to end open grazing before the killing, raping, kidnapping, and destruction of property of the people of the southern region dried up like a troubled water. Nobody is above the law. They have learned their lesson that power belongs to the people and not the federal government or the powerful influential personality or region since the end of the herdsmen regime, which has smoked off the dead lines since the atrocities are no more, being supported by the federal government. They are not happy that peace has returned to the south. The people cannot go about their farms. In some areas, finding it still a bit difficult to implement and to ensure they enforce the new bill that has been signed into law. Miyetti Allah, the umbrella covering the herdsmen, isn't finding it easy and comfortable. They've continued to kick like a troubled child. The last outburst was a good example. They have not surrendered totally, but have resorted to gossip, and they have warned that they will not support any southern presidential candidate in the 2023 election that support the end of open grazing in the region. Thank God they did not say that the world will end because a southern president is about to be elected. By the way, does the southern presidential candidate need their support to win an election? They are a very minute set of people in the community. They only became prominent to more being known because Buhari came into power and is affiliated with those of his kind. Many more Nigerians' votes will determine who becomes Nigerian's president. Is that not what the headers are moving around and sending out a threat to the southern governors, telling them that since you ended open grazing, we are coming after you and will meet with you at the presidential election? Some northern states have also banned their ugly activity. The South is not moved by their threats. Akeredolu has told them, you are not the determinant of who becomes Nigerian president. So shut your tracks and stop feeling important. They want to support someone who will reopen killing feed for them to continue their own slaughter. But the truth be told, Nigerians are tired of this set of people and want to end this at once. It's more of a constitutional issue in the South. As 2023 approach, they don't have any choice but to support the Southern presidency since it may be endorsed by different political party. The incoming president, because whoever comes in as the president will assume office and new rules and new laws will be passed and things will have to follow in that line and in that direction. This, the North and the Miyetti Allah are really worried about because they will prefer someone of their kind who will speak their language and allow them a free move and a free hand to operate. This may not be so if somebody who does not share their interests becomes Nigerian's president. So my people, there you have it. part of what is really scaring them is that they are sincerely worried about what happened next. I mean, who will be the one to become Nigerian's president, because that would determine their fate, you see. That would seriously determine their fate. If, after that, they will be declared as a terrorist group, it will depend on whoever becomes the president. It will also be largely dependent on whether this set of persons, whoever becomes Nigerian president, sees them as a threat to the peace and to the unity of Nigeria, and label them who they truly are, and put what punishment in place for wrongdoing. So these are some of the things going on, and Nigerians needs to be aware that it's no longer business as usual, and this is why the North is seriously kicking for who becomes Nigeria's next president. It will go a long way to become a serious determinant, because that person will determine the next line of action and what could possibly happen to them. And that's why everybody needs to be very careful. Everybody needs to be very, very, very careful of what is going on, and do not take it for granted. You see, we must not take it for granted. We must take it rather very seriously. So these are some of the things happening, and it is important that everybody, all eyes, everyone is aware of some of these things ongoing, because the truth of the matter is, if you don't know who you are, then somebody can just intimidate you, come in and just infiltrate into your ranks, do whatever they want to do and get away with it. But when you know who you are, when you know the truth, you are not easily persuaded or just pushed aside or walk over by anybody who feels that they've got some things on you or over you. And so the threat is just an empty one, because truly speaking, it cannot really stand. The South cannot fold their arms and allow them, to have their way and just do whatever they want to do and get away with it. They've done it before, but guess what? This day and age, now as we speak, nobody's going to allow that. You see, nobody's going to sit back and allow them to continue on their ranting and pretend that all is well. It's no longer business as usual. So these are some of the things happening, some of the things going on, and it is expedient, it is important that Nigerians understand, some of those things happening. Well, it is a dawn of a new day. The Miyetti Allah feels that they have a big stake in the country, and that everybody must succumb or bow down to them. But it's no more business as usual. Buhari's reign and terror is coming to an end, and so they also know that people are coming and will put things in order. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.